It was such a disastrous and poetic ending for the Roys. A tragic, bittersweet finale, logically built over 4 absolutely amazing seasons of television. And whilst it wasn't a fulfilling conclusion, it was still pretty damn good. There were also some nice callbacks to the events of the previous seasons as well. Greg and the cowbell, Kendall's murder at Shiv and Tom's wedding, Matsson and Tom discussing the cruise ship scandal. Those were just to name a few. And the acting. It was absolutely flawless. Not just this episode, but the whole entire show. Incredible performances from the whole cast, but most notably Ken, Shiv and Roman this episode. What an incredible performance from those 3. And whilst the episode seemed to be mostly about Ken, it was an absolute roller coaster of emotions between the 3 of them. Ups and downs, callbacks to their childhood, it had everything. And ultimately their stories concluded in a way that wasn't perfect, but was mostly satisfying. Even though I expected Shiv and Tom to have one final explosive argument, Roman to go off the rails, maybe after having those pictures leaked by Jerry, and as well Ken to die in the ocean or some form of water. Now, whilst the episode was still pretty damn good, I thought there were some underwhelming parts. Firstly, Greg's endgame for me just felt kind of meaningless, and his story overall felt kind of underwhelming. Now, considering what he had on most of the main players, his role in the final episode and even the season was just not that impactful. Considering he had something on most of the main players, the potential and possibility for Greg to rise to the top whilst taking over the other Roys and finally getting one over on Tom, this was all built over 4 seasons. But now we're at the end, Greg's arc just feels slightly underwhelming. Equally, having Gojo win and buying Waystar just felt like an easy way out for the show to take, in my opinion. I was expecting one final twist, and not even a happy ending, just a final twist that we didn't see coming, but was there all along. Finally, for me, Kendall's destination at the end just didn't seem intense enough to finish off his arc. In the final episode, there was a lot of wordplay about killing Kendall, and even throughout the show, Kendall being a killer is talked about on multiple occasions. So how poetic would it have been for Kendall to go from being an actual killer to failing to be a killer in the boardroom to being actually killed at the end? Overall though, with his loyal servant Tom rising to the top, and with Shiv and Baby by his side, Lukas Matsson taking over, the person who he selected himself, and for all of his children not to inherit his throne, Logan ultimately got what he wanted all along. Logan won.
I fucking win.